The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First play, Mills looking to pass. Caught left side, Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mills. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mills on 3rd and 2. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mills to the air again. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mills now. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, Mills again. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The Jaguars at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't.
And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. 30, 10, And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it on?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw again on second down, Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now Mills. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mills again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on second and 10, Mills. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, That allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
Williams loses the football, and the Jags grab it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On play action, Mills. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On second down, a run with Etienne. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw is Mills. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Mills. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and it's now 13-8. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Hey, exit.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are once again back in front. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
The throw over the middle taken in. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Mills. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mills to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 24, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. Etienne fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Robinson. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. A give running right, Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.